Hey everybody, welcome back to another action figure review, and today we're looking at the Masters of the Universe New Eternia Man-at-Arms. This is from the Masterverse line, and this is one of the newer figures that has recently been released, at least within the last month or so. And he comes in the new Mattel packaging, which I already showed in my previous Masters of the Universe video with Orko and Gwildor. But this is the single figure box rather than the 2-pack that I showed you last time. And here is the Master, or the Man-at-Arms Masterverse figure. Taking a look at the box here, you see the nice artwork here on the Man-at-Arms portrait. And then you have Eternian guards here, and their standards, and then those sky sleds that they're riding. You got Masterverse up at the top here. Man-at-Arms. There's one of his weapons in the background. And there's looks like the Wind Raider. And then on this side you got two portraits. One of the mustachioed Man-at-Arms, and another one with the clean-shaven Man-at-Arms, which is reminiscent of the original toy, because the original toy Man-at-Arms didn't have a mustache. And they have legalese on the bottom. And then on the back you have this product shots. We've got just a picture of Man-at-Arms on a background here. Then here he is with his different accessories and alternate head sculpt. Here are the other figures in the line. I'll be doing reviewing Skeletor and Trapjaw later on. I still haven't gotten Sorceress Teela. And there's a little blurb about Man-at-Arms, a heroic master of weapons. You can pause that if you want to read it. But yeah, there you go. There's the box. And here is Man-at-Arms himself. His real name is Duncan. I don't think they've ever given us his last name. He is one of King Randor's oldest friends, as well as one of the oldest friends and allies of He-Man. He is also one of only a handful of people that knows Adam and He-Man are the same person. He is the captain of the Eternian Royal Guard. At least he was for most of his existence. In the 2000 series, I think Teela took over that role. And then in Kevin Smith's current series, it was Teela at the beginning and during Revelation, but then by the end, Andra had taken over, which is one part of that series I did not like. I mean, Andra came out of nowhere and suddenly became the captain of the Royal Guard. I mean, how insulting is that to the other Masters of the Universe, like Ram Man and Mechanic and all those guys who served for years, only to get passed over by this person that just shows up all of a sudden out of nowhere. But whatever. So Man-at-Arms in his 7-inch glory. Yeah, Masterverse figures are a little bit on the big side compared to like Classified or Legends and stuff. They're more along the lines of like Super 7 Ultimates and NECA figures. So he's got a good head sculpt. Definitely looks like Man-at-Arms. He's got that thick bushy mustache there. Got a nice helmet with lots of paint on it. Lots of paint elsewhere. He's got gold cylinder on his armor there. It's nice bright orange, just like the classic figure. He's got the orange armor on his left arm here, including those two gold cross swords on the shoulder. And then it's nothing on the left hand, or on the right hand, except for the bracelet, which is removable. You can see it can move. I remember when I was a kid, I used to think Man-at-Arms just had green skin because he's wearing like a skin-tight green bodysuit. Kind of weird. but it's just a bodysuit because you pop his helmet. I don't know if you can see. There's what he looks like underneath the helmet. So yeah, removable helmet, nice touch there. And he's got the famous Master of the Universe loincloth. He's got this nice silver belt with a big red gem in the middle of it. And then he's got the armor on his left leg and nothing on the right leg. Apparently he's really protective of the left side of his body. His right side, not so much. And he's got the big cuff on his boot. Looks like he just came off of Blackbeard's pirate ship. And he's got the straps around his foot. Not a lot of paint on the boots, so. Not a lot of paint on Man-at-Arms compared to like other figures on the line. But then Man-at-Arms never really needed that much anyway. He was a very simple man trying to make his way in the universe, you know. And let's go over articulation here. He can bury his face into his front face shield there, so that's can keep him out of harm's way. He can't get up. He can't look up a lot, unfortunately. So someone was jumping down at him from above, he wouldn't be able to see them. He can do the Exorcist. He's got a little bit of tilt there. Actually, he's got quite a lot of tilt. I'll take that back. You can hinge his arms up about 90 degrees, and the shoulder pad nicely gets up and over the chest piece there to give you all the range on the left arm, which is good. He can move his arms all the way around. He's got the bicep cut. He's got the double jointed pinless arms. He's got he's got a vertical hinge on his right arm. Right hand, sorry. And he's got horizontal on his left. You're not going to get as much range out of his left elbow because of the armor. But it is broken up into two pieces, as you can see. In fact, that button has kind of popped out of the hole there, but yeah, it's broken up into two pieces to make it allow more movement out of it, basically. But you can pop that out of there and take off the pieces one at a time if you wanted to. It looks like he's got a diaphragm cut, and he can go back about that far, and he can go forward about that far. He can twist at the waist and twist again like he did last summer. He can do the Van Damme splits. Pretty good for an older guy. And that's even without drop down hips. He's got an upper thigh cut. He's got the double jointed pinless knees. He does have a boot cut on his right foot, but oh, I spoke too soon. He does have a cut on his left as well. It's just hidden by the armor, which is nice. See, his foot can go back about that far. He can go forward about that far. He does have rocker, and he's got peg holes on the bottom to put him on a stand. For accessories, he comes with an alternate helmet. I'm going to pop this one off. And you can stick this one on. There we go. That's the helmet that's look more like his original figure from the 80s line. He also has an alternate head. There you go. Again, looking more like the original figure from the 80s, because the 80s figure didn't have a mustache. And you can pop that helmet on, or you can pop the other helmet on if you want. So, choose your own helmet adventure. as Kyle Peterson would say. Let's keep him with this helmet on here. And out of the box, he has 2 gripping hands, but he also comes with a pair of fists, because sometimes Man-at-Arms likes to throw down. Doesn't necessarily need weapons. He also comes with his standard mace, so he can stick in his hand here. Get that thumb out of the way. There we go. It's the mace that Man-at-Arms is always running into battle with, unless he's got like a weird gun gizmo. And you can pop the top of this club off, like so, and that enables you to put in the final accessory, which is the mace with the ball attachment coming out of it. And you can have him swinging it like it's in motion. This Man-at-Arm doesn't come any guns, unlike previous Masterverse versions of Man-at-Arms, which is okay, but I like him better when he has one of each. He even has a slot on the back here that you can hold the mace in and just stick it, the handle in right there. So, and that can pop off as well. It looks like he was designed to have something else to snap in there, which he didn't come with, obviously. But maybe somewhere down the line we'll get an accessory pack, or maybe someone else will come with something that can plug into him back there. But in any case, he can hold this mace in that slot. But he doesn't come with a gun. If they had just given him like one gun to attach onto his left arm, I think that would have been nice. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a pretty decent Man-at-Arms figure, especially if you put the clean-shaven head on. It's really, really reminiscent of the 80s figure, if that's your preferred style. I like him with the mustache. I like him like this. So, I mean, that's the way he looked in the cartoons, even in the 80s cartoon. So the figure was clean-shaven, but the cartoon character still had the mustache. And of course, in the 2000 series, he had the mustache, and the Kevin Smith series, he has the mustache. So it's his more iconic look, I think, compared to the clean-shaven variety. But there's your Man-at-Arms, new Eternia. This is, I think, the 3rd different Man-at-Arms figure we've gotten. We've got the deluxe Man-at-Arms figure, which is him with his civilian clothes poncho, and he does come with armor in that one as well. I don't have that figure. It was a Target only release, Target exclusive. We don't have Targets here, and none of the places I usually shop online for Man-at-Arms or for Masterverse figures ever carried that particular figure, so I was never able to get them. But I do have the original release from like the first wave or 2 of the Masterverse line. I will look at that figure at some point. That'll be a blast from the past, but I probably won't get into that until after I'm done looking through all the G.I. Joe figures. And that'll take a while because I'm only on like 30 something and there's like 100. So in the meantime, this is the most recent release of Man-at-Arms. If you don't have a Man-at-Arms in your collection yet for Masterverse, then this is probably the one to get rather than trying to go back and getting one of the other 2. This is a pretty decent Man-at-Arms, like I said. So, like next time, we'll take a look at Skeletor as converted by Motherboard. So stay tuned for that. And Trapjaw will come shortly after, because those are the other 2 Masterverse figures I've gotten recently. And then from there, we'll move on to some of the other figures I've gotten in recently, including HasLab Galactus. That's right, I finally got my HasLab Galactus. I didn't start collecting action figures again until December 2021. Galactus HasLab ended August 2021, so I missed it by a few months. So I had to wait and bide my time, and I finally found one online that was a reasonable price, so I pulled the trigger and finally have the Galactus. So I'll be doing a review of that at some point as well. But he's a big boy, and I want to wait until I'm fully over my illness before I get into that, because that's going to be a long video. Not just Galactus, but there's 3 other figures in the box too, so, and I want to go over all 3 of them. So that's it for the Man-at-Arms review. Like and subscribe, comment down below. I will see you next time.